What's up, guys, and welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Today we're talking about why the specific thing won't work in Red Dead Online. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead 2 and Red Dead Online. It's that time of week once again where we've grabbed comments from you guys and we're gonna have a conversation around them, kind of just talk about Red Dead Online from your guys' perspective and then add in what I think about that. Let's start off with what is regarding towards the title, which is why this won't work in Red Dead Online. And specifically, we're talking about something that I mentioned in a previous video where instead of having just showdown modes general, why can't we have specific game modes so that I can pick which one I want to play? Because some showdown modes I don't like and some I find entertaining. So can I just pick those so I don't have to sift through the ones and play through the ones that I don't enjoy? Well, Aaron Amrijo, I don't know how to say your last name, but Aaron says that he believes this is not possible because there's not enough players to pick your own mode. Simple. And this could totally be true. I would think earlier on it would have been possible for this to be in the game because there was a lot more players earlier on. But to the note of it being in beta, you know, maybe that just wasn't something that was fleshed out right away, and rather just, hey, let's have that opportunity to play these series in there and not dive all the way in because we don't necessarily have the time now to give people specific modes. Now we might be in a place where we don't have enough players to pick the specific ones, and we have even noticed at times that sometimes filling out lobbies for certain, I think it was mainly a problem with Gun Rush and not Showdown, but filling out those lobbies was actually an issue. So, Aaron, thank you for the comment, and you make a good point. Then we have Antonio Tringa, and Antonio is coming forward and just let me know, like, hey man, you've been a little bit negative lately, just all this backlash from the update, it's a little too much because Rockstar made it very clear that they're releasing the online in beta, and you know, they even mentioned that there's going to be turbulence as they go through fixing these certain things and getting the online to where they want to be and out of beta. And there is truth to this. There's a lot of truth that, you know, recently it's been really easy to be pessimistic about the outlook of the online. And I've made a lot of videos around that recently because I've had a lot of criticism for Rockstar to, you know, hey, you do this differently. And, you know, who am I? I'm just a YouTuber. I have no experience in that realm. But Antonio giving me the check and saying, hey, watch out, you know, it's still a beta. And there's truth to this. I think on the, you know, Devil's Advocate, releasing the microtransaction store doesn't feel exactly like, oh, the game's a beta. You know, when the microtransactions come out, it feels like, okay, well, they're ready to charge for the experience, so the experience should be ready, you know, and I feel like that balance has been a little bit off. But Antonio does have a good point. I've been a little bit pessimistic lately. I'm gonna try and keep it more optimistic for you guys because I know that we can only take so much negativity in our lives before we're like, unsubscribe. So we'll switch it around. And speaking on, we're about to switch it around. We have Eduardo Dalla. Are you getting paid to kill the game? Eduardo, no, I am not. No, I am not getting paid to kill the game. And I actually had a lot of you ask for, you know, doing some more of those funny videos, and I would just want to make a quick note as to, you know, we're not doing the funny videos as much anymore because they were massively more time consuming. We did enjoy them, but we have a few channels that we're running now, and we just, you know, me and my brother just didn't have the time to make those funny videos, especially when they weren't performing as well as the other videos that we've been making. So that's why we don't make them. But I want to let all you know that we plan on, you know, just keep running this Red Dead channel, and in the future, I assume that Rockstar is going to have like a content creator out, and I'm really looking forward to making funny videos around the content creations that not only you guys make, but that everyone makes on Social Club, and playing around those kind of like they have done in GTA Online. So I hope to see that come to the game, and when it does, I've already talked to other YouTubers about getting games going around those things. So depending on how long that takes, you know, it's just up in the air, but when it does come, we're going to be working around that. And no, I do not want to kill the game. I don't want to kill the game. Quite the contrary. I want the game to survive, because if the game dies, then the channel is kind of a linear line with that. So I want the game to live and I want it to flourish. Eduardo, thank you for the comment. And then we have a really funny one from the Super Psycho Killer, which, by the way, dude, that's a scary YouTube name, man. That's a scary one. But he says, changing my clocks 1 hour forward today is more fun than this game. Ouch, bro. Ouch. Especially considering that putting the clocks forward generally isn't something fun because we lose an hour of sleep. Oh, bro. Relax, buddy. Relax. Aaron Scoff. I'm butchering these names. Normally I feel like I'm pretty good with them, but I'm butchering them today. I just blasted Rockstar feedback page and gave them about 8 game-breaking ideas / things. Balloon shooting, that's pretty cool. Incentivized base counter bounties. A pot for big camp posse cooking. A heist series mission, yeah, we've been talking about it, we'd love it. A rock slinger, that's a fun idea. More animals, NPCs, more players on the free roam map. Thumbs crossed. Real quick, Carlos Loft came in and shut him down, saying they don't read those. The last 3 updates tell you that clearly. Don't waste your time. Carlos, we're turning a page. We're starting to be optimistic, man. Didn't you get the memo? Come on. Thanks for the comments, guys. This is one that I thought was really, really cool, read earlier in the week, and it's from Shane St. Joy. Hey, Barney, what do you think about hunting dogs in a future update? They could go and pick up small game kills and bring them back to your horse. I love this idea. It's something that I hadn't thought of, but I love this idea. And adding a dog into the world along with your horse, like, this is a phenomenal idea. I hope that it's something that Rockstar pursues in the future, because dogs are awesome, and all the different like bonding things that you would be able to do with your dog and go hunting with them and everything. We could have different dogs. Everyone could have their own dog. This is really, really cool idea. I really, really like this idea. Shane, thank you for the comment. Then from JMac. Okay, so we just announced that we're turning the page to that optimistic outlook, okay? Positivity. I agree. Positivity is the way to go. JMac, we're going to address this right now because I think this comment was a little bit absurd. Not to rip you too much. We're putting it out there just so I can give my 2 cents. My opinion, Rockstar / Take-Two just want to generate hate. That is why they encourage griefers and design competitions between players. If they wanted to go in a different direction, they simply have to enable passive mode so that spoiled diaper wetters cannot harass other players. JMac, so I disagree with this because no company thinks that generating hate is going to be, I mean, I don't want to say no company. Rockstar generating hate is not going to make their game more popular. We can see that. We did a video yesterday about how there's been numbers out that have pointed to, you know, the game not performing as well, and it's in the decline right now. That's definitely not what they want to do. And having player versus player game modes creates competition, but that's not a bad thing. There's tons of games right now that the competition makes games flourish. And for example, the biggest genre out in gaming right now is the Battle Royale, and it's strictly competition based. So having the competition is not a bad thing. I think when it comes to Red Dead 2 and then the online version, I think that Red Dead 2 capitalizes on capturing a different audience, an audience that enjoys the story and in that immersion, and that when it comes to the online, the player versus player activities don't really capture that same immersion and story. So I think that's where there's the difference here, and that's where I think the audience doesn't really feel so connected to the player versus player activities. Not to say that some players don't. There's a few out there that really, really enjoy it, and not to knock on you guys at all. Like, I'm glad that they have it there. I don't think the game shouldn't have that. I think there's a little bit of disconnect there. I definitely don't think Rockstar's out here trying to create hate. They're trying to do their best, their job, man. They are trying to do their best because that's what you do for your job. You try and do your best. So I know they're trying to do their best. It hasn't met our expectations yet. Not to say it won't in the future. I'm optimistic about the future of the game. I really, really am, because there's so much that can be done, and I theorized about a few things that are holding them back right now. We'll see if they come to fruition in the future, but I'm really optimistic about the future of this game. It might be a little bit farther down the road than we'd like, but I'm sure that we'll get to that point and we'll all have a really fun time playing it. Venom SP, can you imagine the mods that are gonna come out? And this is regarding when the game comes out to the PC. I cannot wait for those fun mods to come out. Someone made a good point that they have already so many glitches and things in the game that, you know, they're gonna have to fix those before they bring it to PC, so that PC players don't take advantage of being able to mod the game and going into online and messing with it and destroying it. Specifically, these mods are really fun when you're in single player and you can do some really funny things, like in GTA, riding a toilet down the street and things like that. So I really can't wait for mods to come to the game when it's released on PC. Venom, thank you for the comment. Another comment regarding the game coming to PC, David Gray says, you're close, but the consoles are the moneymaker. I'd look for downtime until closer to next generation consoles. Rockstar has perfected how to sell you a game twice, and that's exactly what they are doing. Rockstar definitely did capitalize in GTA 5 by selling that game twice. They sold it for the current generation, and then for the next gen, which was Xbox One and PS4, they were getting released very soon after the game was released. So they did that, and I'm sure they capitalized on a lot of people buying the game for both versions. I know I bought it for Xbox 360, and then I bought it for PC. So and that's not necessarily next gen, but they do a very good job at getting these games sold on different generations. And the next generation of consoles is right around the corner. The PS5 is rumored to come out either this year or next year. I haven't heard a lot about that, but I at the same time haven't been really focused on that. I've been focusing on other things. So it's totally possible, you know, that I do think this game will be released for PC, but it maybe is getting set up for next generation consoles before PC. That's how GTA went. That might be how this goes. It's up in the air. David, thanks for the insight and appreciate the comment, man. A Banyan. All right, I don't know how to say the name. We're just gonna leave it that. The story was not worth $60. You guys hyped that up too much. Totally disagree. Totally disagree. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of the best $60 games I've bought. The story was a game that for 2 weeks had me up at the early morning hours playing it. Phenomenal story. I just disagree with you, Banyan. Not to say that your point's not valid or, you know, like you shouldn't be commenting. I just disagree with you. Thanks for the comment. I think the story is definitely worth $60. And to end it, we got two funny comments. First, Uncle's come back with another nice vid. Uncle, thank you. Thank you. We know you're the most disrespected member of the gang, but man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and sometimes I feel like I know where you're coming from, man. Uncle, thank you. And then we have Dairy P. Stop complaining about Red Dead and show more chest hair. Show more chest hair. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting. Buy my t-shirts and I'll show you more chest hair, okay? Go down below. Recycled content t-shirts are launched. Get those. I'll show you more chest hair if you buy one of those. Thank you guys for stopping by. Really appreciate the support you're showing the channel. And until next time, we'll catch you later.